Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. Okay, so there's a lot that's going on right now, and I think there's a lot going on because the dockets are out. And hey Bethune, I don't even know where to start. Kenny Kunene's name is in the mix right now, and he's been going around doing interviews, and the interviews that he's doing, he's actually contradicting himself, which makes him in a bad light, Kengok. So I want us to talk about that, but I also want us to, I think at the end I'm gonna close it off with this guy who Brown Mkhotsi. Brown Mkhotsi came out now and said he's an undercover police operative. Yeah, and he says that he was crucially involved in the arresting of Thabo Bester. There is a lot that is going on. And it's just a lot. Okay, but let's start with Kenny. So it says here, Uguti, Kenny Kunene, found at the home of DJ Somebody's murder accused, Patriotic Alliance Deputy President and City of Johannesburg Transport MMC Kenny Kunene was found at the Sandton residence of Katiso, KT Molefe, when police executed a raid on Monday morning. Molefe, accused of orchestrating the 2022 murder of Amapiano star Oba DJ Somebody Sefoka, was arrested at the opulent property. Kunene was reportedly waiting a scheduled meeting with Molefe at the time of the raid. So Kenny Kunene was waiting to have a meeting at the time of the raid. According to the sources, Kunene was not detained. He remained on the scene briefly to provide statement and was subsequently released. No charges have been leveled against him. Molefe, who allegedly led a hired hit team in the brutal killing of DJ Somebody, was taken into custody and has already appeared in court today. This unexpected intersection of a high-profile ranking politician figure and a murder suspect has stirred speculations about the nature of their association. The arrest is part of a broader police operation linked to the high-profile investigation. Authorities are continuing to urge the public to come forward with information that could aid in the unraveling of this complex case.
Relationship to Mr. Molefe whatsoever?
Yes, we have no relationship.
You never met him before you saw him being arrested?
No, I met him
in his
before.
driveway. Where had you met him?
I saw him where I met him. One of the person that arranged for the interview, when he hosted his mother's birthday at his place, I went because I know this person, and Mr. Molefe was there. They know each other.
You spoke?
Mr. Molefe was there. No, I didn't speak to Mr. Molefe because I went with my own people, and everybody would then have a corner. But I saw him there. So but I have not had conversations with Mr. Molefe.
Okay.
That is why when the police asked me, do you have his number? I said, no, I don't have Mr. Molefe's number. In fact, here is my phone, punch his number and see if I have it. They said, no, we believe you. Then they said, but how did you get here? I said, that person there, because he was there also, the person that facilitated.
So you have a link to Mr. Molefe, though? You have a person who can contact him for you?
No. The way you are putting it is it's continuously contact. The person there sent me the address. They said, let's see. Okay. I showed the police that this is the person that sent me the address, which means, and the police accepted that because if I had a relationship with Mr. Molefe, he would have sent me the address.
Yeah.
If I had been there before, I wouldn't need an address. So getting the address shows that I have never been there before. I have no relationship with Mr. Molefe. I don't have his cell number, and the police established that.
Okay.
It's not making sense. It's not making sense. Kenny ngoku is doing a media tour and doing interviews, which I think I wanna play his interviews. Yeah, because he's doing interviews, and the more sometimes if your name is in the hot water, I think you need to assess the situation first before you go run and do interviews, because sometimes the more interviews you do, you get caught up. And General Mkwanazi said that it's high politicians that are involved in these things. I think I want you guys to pay attention, because these are the people that say, no, abahambe. I'm not saying abangahambe. Abahambe. These people bring crime in our country. Wara. So who's really involved in crime in this country? Who? So let me play these clips for you guys so that I can quickly get to this one of Brown Mkhotsi, who says he was the undercover. You know the into sikuyo apha South African dias betuna. Into sikuyo apha South African dias Brown Mkhotsi phofu ngulo kuthiwa he's involved naye ebukubunyonyovu. Minister went to parliament and said he did not know who he was. Kuchi released a statement and he says, oh no, he's a comrade. Kuchi ngoku Brown Mkhotsi uthi yena he was an undercover. Ebethunana. Ungathi sibukele okholimbiya ngoku. Hi, okay, but let me first play Kenny Kunene's clips.
With us. So, just given based on the reports that have emerged that you were at the home of Mr. Molefe when the arrest was effected, is this in fact the case?
Yes, it is true that I was at the house of Mr. Molefe.
Mm-hmm. And what was the nature of the visit? Are you guys perhaps close friends?
No, we are not friends. I think if you look at my online newspaper, it hasn't been that active, and I decided to put together some young people that can then run with it, that are interested in the media space, and to resuscitate it, obviously, and in its own tradition. African News Global has always focused on exclusive stories. So they wanted to do an exclusive story, and Mr. Molefe was a person where there was an opportunity to do a story with him. Remember that he has not spoken publicly since his arrest and whilst he was on bail. And so I facilitated with somebody that I know that knows Mr. Molefe. And Mr. Molefe agreed to do the interview, and the meeting was facilitated.
So you were there essentially as the editor-in-chief of the newspaper, facilitating an interview exclusively?
No, not as editor-in-chief. Mm-hmm. I am handing the platform as the owner to these young people, because I don't have time for it with the work that I'm doing in the city. And but these matters are very sensitive. So the person that facilitated said, you have to bring the journalist, which I did. He sent me the address, and we followed that address. In fact, he sent me the first address, and then he said, no, don't use this one, use this one. It was just a question of street or road or something. Mm-hmm. So we used the address, we got there. We drove in. As we're in the driveway, standing, I don't know if it's the son or one of the boys, came running and saying, the police are kicking the gate. And Mr. Molefe came out, and they said, no, open the gate.
So just for clarity, you were yet to enter the premises as well. Is that what you're saying?
No, we're inside the premises.
So you're inside the premises?
In the driveway.
Okay, but there's two of you inside now. It's you and the young journalist you've come to introduce to Mr. Molefe.
No, it's me, the young journalist, and the person that is coming to introduce us to Mr. Molefe.
All right.
The person that has facilitated for the interview to happen. Mm-hmm. So before we could even go in the house or sit wherever we're going, the journalist will do an interview, then the police arrived. Rifles, Casper, V-classes, and they then asked who is the owner of the house. Mr. Molefe said, it's me, and then they handcuffed him, and they then wanted our particulars, and they called me to ask me these questions, what am I doing there, and I explained to them. They asked me if I've got the number of Mr. Molefe, they want to see it. I said, I don't have his number.
All right.
By the way, you can take my phone, punch his number, and see if I have it. Mm-hmm. How did you get here? I got here because this person sent me the address. And I can show you on my phone. I got the address and I came here. I just arrived. When you guys do your drama, I've not even been offered water. So they then asked for my phone. I opened it, and they saw that the message with the address, with the two addresses, came from the gentleman who said, Mtumande, please use this address. And that's how I got there.
Okay, so Brown Mokhotsi says that okay, let's read the article. The article says Police Minister Senzo Mchuni's alleged associate Brown Mokhotsi has let the cat out the bag, claiming that he's an undercover police operative and was crucially involved in the dramatic arrest of South Africa's most notorious fugitive, Thabo Bester, in Tanzania. Speaking to the Sunday World amid a gang order as a witness at the looming Judicial Commission of Inquiry into police infiltration by criminal syndicates, Mokhotsi, who has no criminal record linked to organized crime, briefly posted about his undercover exploits. You will be surprised I even participated in 90% for us to arrest Thabo Bester. I'm the one who was in Tanzania, he said, painting a picture of cloak and danger operations that led to Bester and his lover, Dr. Nandibama Godumane's arrest in 2023. In a recent interview with SABC, Mokhotsi confirmed that he was not a police officer. No, I'm not a police officer. I've been around my sister. With my underground experience or underground operations, I'll be able to share on the right platform who Brown Mokhotsi really is. Mokhotsi is now under intense scrutiny over alleged political interference and ties to organized crime since he was named by Mkhwanazi. Mchunu has distanced himself from Mokhotsi, dismissing assertions made in Parliament by Mkhwanazi that Mokhotsi was his associate. However, Mkhwanazi created a stir by associating Mchunu, Mokhotsi, and businessman Vusiket Matlala, whose 360 million SAPS contract was abruptly cancelled, with a mysterious syndicate purportedly compromising senior politicians, potentially stretching to former police minister Bheki Cele. Mkhwanazi alleged that Mchunu disbanded the KwaZulu-Natal police task team to defeat the ends of justice, and that both Mokhotsi and Matlala knew about the move before it happened. So altogether, Mokhotsi Brown Yen, he's not a criminal. He knew these things because he was an undercover police operative. Is that true? And yeah, at this point, and yes, I don't know. But you guys, tell me what you think. Like, I feel like it's like we are in Spanish. Ungathi sise Spain ngoku, okanye se Colombia. One is a criminal ntonto zabo. Like, sana, iyaphi South Africa? Iyaphi South Africa betuna? I have no words, and yes, I think we are just watching things unfold. Kanam dimane ndisothi ukuba hayibo. Ukubona, uba nam dimane ndiba shocked uba hayibo. I think you can say whatever that you want to say about Mkhwanazi and how he brought these things into light, but where there's smoke, there's definitely fire. Well, as much as he might have done this the wrong way according to some people, but it seems like he was definitely onto something. Now, Kenny Kunene bebuda ko TV bethethe into endingazivayo. Let me know what you guys think, because I don't know, Shem. I'm just watching. Ndiyabukela nje namlakhe bana. Kanti siphi na kwenzeka. In fact, it's like I feel like I'm even confused now. Ukuthi kanti le country yethu sicinga bavana ba siyayazi. Clearly we don't know anything about South Africa. We don't know things that are happening in South Africa. And zinkulu. Zinkulu into ezenzeka South Africa. Let me know what you think, guys. I'm just sharing the things that Nama I see and I come across. Dimane nam deceive and komba haibo. Yo. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.